Matrixx and Rhodes show fans, we are back with another video, and out of nowhere, we got something that just dropped from, I believe, the Hollywood Reporter here about The Mandalorian. Yes, The Mandalorian is actually going to be officially a movie about Din Djarin and Grugu. Now, I'm not really sure if this means that Mandalorian season 4 is not happening. Now, we actually heard rumors that that Mandalorian season 4 would actually be a movie, but I believe this actually may be a bit different. So we're going to be talking about that in this video, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member every single Friday, wherever I member live stream. You don't want to miss out. So right here on the Hollywood Reporter here, Star Wars Mandalorian movie, a go, with Jon Favreau directing. I believe, folks, this is a panic move by Disney because The Mandalorian season 3 was god awful. I mean, it was a disaster. It was a nightmare. I was stunned at how bad that season was because season 1, season 2, a lot of people really did like The Mandalorian when it first came out. Remember, that was actually the first production for Disney Plus was The Mandalorian. And people really, really did like Grugu. At that time, people just called him Baby Yoda because we didn't know he actually had a name. But after season 3 of The Mandalorian, things got really, really bad, guys. So it's actually going to be filming this year. So I believe this is actually going to be the first production of a Star Wars movie since The Rise of Palpatine back in 2019. It says here, Grugu is heading to the big screen. The Mandalorian and Grugu, a new film to be directed by The Mandalorian creator Jon Favreau, is a go at Lucasfilm and is expected to film later this year. So I'm assuming that is the name of the movie, The Mandalorian and Grugu. Anyway, Favreau, Lucasfilm head Kathleen Kennedy, and Lucasfilm chief creative officer Dave Filoni will produce the feature, which studio said will be the first Star Wars movie to go into production since 2019's Star Wars The Rise of Palpatine. There had been some speculation that a film starring Daisy Ridley would be the first one out of the gate, but it appears that project will take longer to hit hyperspace. And this is what Jon Favreau actually had to say, quote, "I've loved telling stories set in the rich world that George Lucas created," Favreau said. "The prospect of bringing The Mandalorian and his apprentice Grugu to the big screen is extremely exciting." The Mandalorian launched in November 2019 as the flagship show for Disney Plus, with the character now known as Baby Yoda being a pop culture phenomenon. Pedro Pascal leads the series as Din Djarin, also known as the Mandalorian, a warrior who reluctantly at first cares for Grugu. The show's third season about last year, and it has launched a number of spin-offs, including The Book of Boba Fett, Trash, Ahsoka, Mediocre, which has a second season in development. I don't think that we actually have a second season of Ahsoka right now in development. Maybe I missed something here. The development potentially marks a turning of the page for Lucasfilm, which has struggled to articulate a vision for what Star Wars should be on the big screen, developing multiple properties that never make it over the finish line. So apparently this one's actually going to make it, considering, they're going to be filming this year. But last year at Star Wars Celebration in London, the Disney-owned studio revealed plans for 3 projects that seem to be moving along, including Ridley's. Others include a big screen movie to be directed by Filoni and another set in the distant past for James Mangold. Quote, "Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have ushered in Star Wars, two new and beloved characters, and this new story is a perfect fit," for the big screen, Kennedy said. So there you have it, guys, right there. The Mandalorian and Grogu. Now I'm wondering, man, if Bo-Katan is actually going to be in this movie, you know, considering, you know, she was pretty much the star of The Mandalorian season 3. I mean, that season was such a train wreck, guys. They're probably banking on, hey, people really did like Mandalorian season 1, season 2. So maybe they'll actually forget about season 3 and show it to the movie theater. I don't think so, man. Season 3 was so bad. It was so bad, man. I'm not exactly sure if people are actually going to show up. I mean, how do they actually get The Mandalorian back on track? Now we know that Pedro Pascal, he is not going to be in a suit. Actually, he really wasn't in a suit, I believe, for season 3. And I'm assuming that he's actually just going to be the voice in the movie as well. I mean, right now, man, things are so bad for Disney Star Wars. I don't know if this movie is going to be successful. Yeah, Baby Yoda. Yeah, he's kind of a win for Disney Star Wars. But after season 3, man, and people were confused. Remember, because at the end of season 2, everybody was thinking, all right, the Grogu arc is closed and we can actually focus on The Mandalorian. But when it came to season 3, people were like, wait a minute, didn't he go with Luke? Well, you got to watch Book of Boba Fett to find out that Grogu actually came back with The Mandalorian. Yeah. So this really does seem desperate right here. Disney is panicking because they have failed. They have failed. Mandalorian season 3, awful. And they're trying everything in their power to win fans back. And I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm curious as to what the budget is going to be. Jon Favreau's directing. Now, he did create The Mandalorian. Got to give him credit. Season 1, season 2. But they really dropped the ball in season number 3. And also, isn't Moff Gideon, is he dead? Who's going to be the villain in this thing? I really don't know. I don't know what direction they're going to bring this. But man, doesn't sound very, very exciting to me. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrixx and Rhodes Show fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.